What happens when Jedi Knights, sworn defenders of the Republic, turn their backs on the Order and embrace the forbidden teachings of the Sith? What if those same Knights carved out a new empire of darkness, allied with the Mandalorians, and nearly brought the galaxy to its knees thousands of years before Darth Bane or even Darth Sidious? This is the story of Exar Kun's Brotherhood of the Sith, a splinter order that rejected the Jedi Code, embraced Sith sorcery, and sought nothing less than total galactic domination. But how did a single charismatic Jedi twist so many into betraying everything they once swore to protect? And how did this forgotten Brotherhood leave a legacy so powerful that even millennia later, Sith like Yavin, Malak, and Sidious would build upon their foundation? Today, we're diving deep into the rise, reign, and downfall of the Brotherhood of the Sith, the original Sith Order before the Rule of Two. The Brotherhood of the Sith began with a Jedi Knight, Exar Kun. Once a promising student of Master Sidious, Kun was ambitious, headstrong, and constantly dissatisfied with the limits of Jedi teachings. His thirst for forbidden knowledge led him to the ancient Sith tombs, where he studied holocrons left by long-dead Dark Lords. But the real turning point came in the wake of tragedy. During the Jedi Convocation on Deniba, Master Arca Jet was killed while trying to defend the Order from the Crate, a dark cult led by Elima and Satel Keto. Many young Jedi, shaken by the death, began questioning the Order's ability to protect the Republic. Into this moment of doubt stepped Exar Kun. On Ossus, the great Jedi library world, Kun delivered a fiery speech. He promised the knights around him that the Jedi Order had grown stagnant, blind to the deeper powers of the Force. He claimed he could restore the forgotten strength of the Jedi, powers that had been lost for millennia. His words struck like fire among those already disillusioned. But Kun's motives were far darker. He was not offering a path to reclaim Jedi greatness. He was laying the foundation of his own Sith empire. Let me know if you'd been one of those young Jedi on Ossus. Would Exar Kun's promise of forgotten Jedi powers have tempted you, or sent you running? Kun's recruitment drive on Ossus had a hidden second purpose. His true prize was the Sith holocron of Odan-Urr, one of the oldest Jedi Masters in existence, who had once fought in the Great Hyperspace War. Breaking into Odan-Urr's chamber, Kun murdered the ancient Jedi and stole the holocron, a betrayal that shattered millennia of Jedi lineage. To his new followers, however, Kun twisted the truth. He told them that Odan-Urr had passed the holocron to him willingly, naming Kun as a Jedi Master with his dying breath. The lie worked. With the holocron in hand, Kun and his growing band of disciples, roughly 20 Jedi Knights, departed Ossus aboard his ship, the Starstorm 1. Their destination? The jungle moon of Yavin 4. But why Yavin? Because Kun had already discovered it was home to the ruins of the last Sith Empire, and more importantly, the tomb of Naga Sadow, one of the most powerful Dark Lords in history. Here, Kun would transform his Jedi followers into Sith. If deep dive, source-cited Star Wars lore is your thing, subscribe for more long-form breakdowns. It helps the channel reach more of us, and we've got some wild sects coming up. Now back to Yavin 4. Upon arrival, Kun's followers immediately sensed the darkness seeping from the ancient temples. Some recoiled, particularly the knight Os Willem, who declared he would leave. but Kun would not allow dissent. Using the enslaved Massacre warriors, descendants of Sith experiments, Kun staged a false attack, then rescued his followers, convincing them that he alone could protect them from the evil of Yavin 4. Then came the most infamous moment of their indoctrination. Kun shattered the Sith holocron, releasing its ancient spirits and dark knowledge into the very bodies of his Jedi followers. Shards of the holocron embedded in their flesh like poisoned crystals, warping their minds and emotions. Resistance collapsed. The Jedi Knights who had come to Yavin to seek truth instead became the first disciples of the Brotherhood of the Sith. What began as a handful of ambitious students was now a full-fledged Dark Order, with Exar Kun enthroned as Dark Lord of the Sith. With his Brotherhood indoctrinated, Kun moved to destroy the Jedi Order from within. He commanded his disciples to return to their masters across the galaxy, but not in peace. He ordered them to strike down their teachers in secret ambushes. The results were devastating. Across dozens of worlds, Jedi Masters were slain by their own students. It was betrayal on a galactic scale. Some resisted. Master Ton, one of the most powerful Jedi of his age, survived an ambush by Oswillum and Credo, turning their Hiss dragons against them. Others managed to fend off their corrupted apprentices. But the damage was done. The Jedi were shaken to their core. The Brotherhood of the Sith had announced itself in blood, but betrayal wasn't enough. To truly conquer the galaxy, Kun needed allies. And so, he turned to the two groups already hostile against the Republic, the Great Cult of Ketos and the Mandalorian Crusaders, led by Mandalore the Indomitable. Together, these forces swelled into a war machine unlike any the Republic had faced since the Great Hyperspace War. How close did the Brotherhood come to actually replacing the Republic? The Great Sith War became the proving ground of the Brotherhood, with Ulic Qel-Droma, a fallen Jedi Knight, as his general. Exar Kun launched campaigns across the galaxy. The Mandalorians, bound by honour to Ulic after he defeated the Mandalore the Indomitable in single combat, became shock troops for Sith cause. The Krayt supplied sorcery and war fleets, and Kun's Brotherhood of Corrupted Jedi provided dark side assassins. Together, they threatened Coruscant itself, even dueling Jedi on the steps of the Senate. It was during this chaos that Exar Kun declared, "The Senate members may think they are running things, but they are only acting in a shadow play. We are tired of serving their weakness. The Brotherhood controls the galaxy." For a moment it seemed true, but the Brotherhood's rise carried the seeds of its downfall. Exar Kun's final plan was bold. Destroy the Jedi Order's greatest repository of knowledge, the Jedi Library of Ossus. To do this, he tricked Alima Keto and Credo into unleashing a supernova in the Kron cluster, creating a chain reaction that devastated Ossus. Kun and his followers raided the planet as it burned, seizing artifacts and holocrons. But betrayal struck again. Ulic Qel-Droma, consumed with guilt, was captured after killing his own brother Kay. In custody, Ulic revealed the location of Exar Kun's stronghold on Yavin 4. The Jedi struck back with their most desperate weapon, a wall of light, a combined force attack by thousands of Jedi that bathed Yavin 4 in purifying fire. The Massacre were obliterated. The temples crumbled. Exar Kun's body was destroyed, but his spirit survived. Trapped within the temples, where it would linger for millennia, until encountered by Luke Skywalker's students during the events of the Jedi Academy trilogy. The Brotherhood of the Sith was no more. Or was it? Though the Brotherhood was annihilated, its legacy endured. The Sith Academy they established on Korriban, and other worlds supplied future generations of Dark Jedi. When Darth Revan and Darth Malak rose centuries later, they built their Sith Empire upon the ashes of Exar Kun's Brotherhood. Even millennia later, the memory of the Brotherhood haunted the galaxy. Sith Lords like Darth Bane studied the failure of Kun's empire, its reliance on many apprentices, and the inevitable betrayals. From this, Bane crafted the Rule of Two, ensuring that never again would a Brotherhood rise to rival the Jedi in numbers, but fall to infighting. In a way, the Brotherhood's defeat directly shaped the Sith philosophy that eventually produced Darth Sidious and the fall of the Republic. So in the end, did Exar Kun truly fail? Or did his Brotherhood plant the seeds for the Sith's revenge thousands of years later? Let me know in the comments below. If you are enjoying these videos, become a member and let's uncover the galaxy's biggest secrets together. Thanks for watching.